Why, hello, my dears. How do I put this? Today I got a comment from one of my videos of Lucinda's voice lines when I, my OC Lucinda, Lucinda, the exterminator, my hospital policy. Anyways, of, her, talking to Charlie and interacting with Charlie or, with other characters in the show. So someone commented, and I'm not sure if this was about Lucinda or someone else in the video. It's mostly Lucinda, though, because they said fallen angel. But anyways, oh my god. They said, I actually hate this character because, how do I explain it? It's hard to remember, I'm sorry. But, they said, I actually hate this character because they act like Emily, and they're a fallen angel, and they became a villain. And I look at this comment, 5 seconds straight, wondering what the fuck are they talking about? So I reply. I don't know why I replied, but I just want to, explain to them, about Lucinda and all that. And I did ask them if they were talking about Lucinda. They did not respond. But anyways, so I tell them, Lucinda is not a villain, and she does not, act like Emily. So I want to talk about what Lucinda is, her personality and all that, and why she, kind of, acts mean sometimes with some of the residents. Why is this so hard for me to explain? Oh my god. Okay, so let's begin. So, first things first about Lucinda is her personality. You can tell, she's kind of, mean, but she is a very caring person. She just, how do I explain this? I need to do a lot of research with her, but anyways, Lucinda is a very grumpy character, because I am pretty grumpy, so she's kind of, based on me being pretty grumpy, but I'm also pretty sweet and caring, so, she's based on that, but she's more on the grumpier side. She has major trust issues, so that's why she kind of, acts, distant to some of the characters in the hotel. The only people who she kind of talks to is with Angel, Al, Charlie sometimes, maybe Baggy, and sometimes Husk. Why? Because Alistair kind of how do I explain? I'll explain her story another time, but for Lucinda, she has trust issues, she's grumpy, and she kind of has anger issues, so she can't really handle her anger. And so, that's what I'm trying to show. She's a grumpy character, kind of mean, but she's very sweet. She is a sweet person when she's out of her shell, and she's oh, these people I can trust, I can be my normal self, than being protective and all that. And another thing they said is Lucinda is a villain. And I'm gonna explain why Lucinda is not a villain. The reason why Lucinda isn't a villain is because I made her a part of the main cast. Lucinda is a part of the good guys. She's kind of I don't know, kind of a mix of Alice, a mix of the personality of Alistair. Maybe, I don't know, she's not really, but she's her own person, but she is not a villain. If she was a villain, then I would most likely just keep her as still an exterminator than her being a fallen exterminator, or being her as an overlord and being with the V's. But yeah, that she's not a villain. And the other thing they put is they hit her because she's a fallen angel, which is I don't think, I'm pretty sure not a lot of people like that. Some people made their OCs as fallen angels, but listen. Listen. You're lucky that I made her used to be an exterminator like Vaggie, because she would have been a fallen seraphim. I decided to change that, change her to being a seraphim to being an exterminator. Why? Because I feel like it would fit her better, and I don't know. I feel like I just didn't want that anymore. So I made her into an exterminator, and she lost her leg. Why did I make her lose her leg? Why did I make her lose her leg? I just wanted to do that. But yeah, please don't hate on people's original characters when you don't know most of their backstory, most of their personality, and you're just commenting on their video before, like, kind of like searching and researching about their OC, like, in their channel, if you want to do that. Or just watch the video. Maybe not comment. If you didn't like it, don't comment. Just get out and whap, bam, boom. I wouldn't have made this video. But yeah, I was pretty I was pretty, like, confused why they said that. Because Lucinda is not a canon character. Again, my OC, I made her. She is my character. I decided to do these things. I think also a reason why they might have considered her as being a villain is because how she was talking to Charlie. She was saying, what the fuck was that? I'm gonna ignore that. Of, like, how she was talking to, like to Vaggie, to Angie, Penchus, and to Charlie. So she was telling, like, cause, like, so for Lucinda, she doesn't want to be redeemed, and it's not like she can't, I don't think, because, like, since I'm not really sure what the show's pointing towards, if, like, angels can be redeemed. I don't think they can. Come on. Like, if they're fallen and they're, like, they want to go blah, 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 blah. I don't want to go through that. Come on. So, Lucinda is, like, kind of, like, being, like, a little bit annoyed because she told Charlie already, hey, I'm an exterminator. I have fallen. I don't think I'll be able to, I can't go back up to the Pearly Gates. So that's what she's telling Charlie. She's telling her, look, princess, your highness, I love that you're trying to redeem these sinners, but I can't get redeemed. That's what she's trying to explain. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to, like, explain that perfectly with Lucinda's character. And with Angel likes to tease her. So, like, he's like, so, like, maybe he will, like, maybe insult her, or maybe he'd be like, oh, how's it feel to be, like, a single bitch? So that's what she says. Oh, just because I'm single doesn't make me miserable and lonely. And, yeah. And for the interaction for Vaggie, they were arguing about something, and Lucinda slips up, the reason why she kind of fell. I want to, like, make a video about how she fell, because I'm still thinking of, like, how I could make her, like, how I made her fall. But, yeah, so they were arguing, and so she says, oh, it's not my fault, it's your own fault for, like, kind of, like, you know, like, disobeying, like, the rules. And for me, the reason why I fell is because I was trying to look for you, and then I saw loot, and blah, blah, blah. So, and then she realizes that, like, I slipped up, I should have told it, and she left the room. For Sir Penchus, I don't know, like, Sir Penchus was, like, asking her something, and she didn't want to do it, she was tired, she was already working, and all that, so she tells him, no, I'm not gonna do that. This is a really stupid response video. But yeah, those are the key points. Lucinda is not a villain. Lucinda does not have the same personality as Emily. And so what that she's a fallen angel. That's how I like it. I like her being a fallen angel. I have different OCs who are sinners too. Like, I made myself many OCs before. Like, I have a OC that I haven't named yet, that she is a sinner, and her soul is owned by Carmilla. See, she's a sinner. Her soul is owned. She doesn't work at the hotel. She works for Carmilla, so she doesn't stay at the hotel, but she's there. I have many OCs that, like, they can, like, not be, like, a fallen angel, a sinner, whatever. but this is what I like, and that's what I chose to do with each character. Like, even if there has been no OCs, or like original OCs, they're still OCs, and I enjoy making them, and I enjoy making like their stories and all that, and like what they are and all that. But yeah, it was very confusing. Please don't send hate to this person, because I need to make sure if they were saying they hate my OC before I actually post this video. So yeah. But have a good day, my dears. Please, if you're sad, don't worry, talk to me. I'm free whenever. And big hugs to everyone. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to know more lore about Lucinda, let me know, and I'll make a separate video from this. Okay, bye.